Oh, snap. Yeah. We are so back.
Yeah, baby.
Ow! Yeah, that's right. It is Friday night, and we are broadcasting live. And go ahead, and I'll run a little disclaimer with a little my friend Homeless Harry. If you guys don't know, I met him one day, and I threw some ducats his way so that he could do a little disclaimer for me. Harry, hit it.
This channel offers no advice regarding the nature, potential value, or suitability of any particular digital asset that may be talked about or discussed. Viewers should not construe any information displayed, published, or provided by this channel as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice.
That's right. That's right. Um, couldn't say it better myself. So let's see. Let's see. What are we looking at? Da, 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 da. Where's my chat? Where's my chat? I don't know. Am I not? Do I not see my? Huh. Interesting. Oh, maybe I can see it on my phone. My cell phone. All right. So we'll do it that way. Okay. Looks like what do we got? We got 3 people. 3 people, huh? That's awesome. All right. Well, welcome. Okay, guys. Yeah, we are back, and so this was supposed to be my return video. Parabolic P, I see you in the chat, brother. Happy Friday to you. But I had to come in a little bit early because, yeah, it just got a little crazy earlier this week. So all that is done and out of the way. So that's where we're at. But I wanted to talk to you. I took a little hiatus, and I just wanted to kind of shed some light because I was getting people in my DMs. They were just checking on me, and I love that. I thank you guys for. I really appreciate the love. I didn't expect that it would be that big of a deal, but apparently I have become more vocal in the community, and so I've been kind of consistent, trying to be as consistent as I can about coming out with these videos. But I do want to tell you a little bit about my hiatus and why it could happen again. And I just don't want anyone to worry, but without I have to explain a little bit about myself for this to make sense. But my family comes first. And this crypto stuff, I love it. I love the community. I love everything about it. But my life is very busy with my family, with my work, with my career. I'm a very, very busy and relied upon individual in life. And but I love this community. This is like crypto is my passion. 100 is my crypto family. And so when I do, so I really try to find the balance to get everything squared away. I see Hundo Freeman in the chat. Happy Friday to you. But when I grew up, we were dirt poor growing up. My mom was 18 when she had me, 17 when she was pregnant, and the dad just never stuck around. He fled, and I never ever once in my life got to meet him. And that was the way it was. But I saw the hardships that we had to face growing up in the amount of poverty that we had. It was terrible. And the things that, if you have ever lived in poverty yourself, especially in the 90s, there weren't the resources in the 90s that there are today. Although I will say today it's never easy to be poor, right? You're so limited on your choices, and but not just that, but the people. My mom, she did not have her stuff together, her act together. She didn't have an education. She just didn't have it, and without any role model in the house, my role models became my friends, the kids in my neighborhood, the kids at my school, and whatnot. And I just remember growing up with just this, I don't know, this lost sense. I just never felt like I really fit in anywhere, and it was hard because just because I couldn't ever do anything. It was, so I would spend a lot of time alone. So that was that, and so I never, even though I had a mom in the household, she was so caught up in her own craziness that she didn't have time to be a mom. So in a lot of ways, I just grew up with no role models whatsoever. And so but I always wanted one, I was always longing to find a role model in my life. And I didn't find any until adulthood, when I became an adult. I think throughout the years, there were people that sort of came in, my friends, if they had parents, their parents would obviously recognize my situation, and they would sort of take me under their wing. So, that was always nice. But I didn't have anyone like on a day-to-day basis until I started working. And so once I started working, what I would always gravitate toward were the people that really looked like they had it together, and so I would always just try to show them how hard I wanted to work, how dedicated I was, and all that. And so that became the way I did things, because it worked. Because once, I would get a manager or somebody that saw that I had potential, and, naturally, and not, to brag or anything, but I've always had a higher IQ. I always knew that. So I knew I was smart. I just didn't have anyone to show me how to do things. So that was the missing element. All I needed was somebody to show me how to do it, and then we'll do it, And so it didn't matter. It was the craziest thing is it didn't matter what I did at work, whatever career I chose, I excelled in everything I did. But the reason why I excelled is because of those leaders. When you find people, it could be one person, it can be a set of people, but when you find people that know what they are doing, you stick with it. You stick with it because you want to learn what they know. And then once you can show that you know what you're talking about, that you have taken on their lessons, they get that pride for basically getting a good student, right? Every teacher wants a good student. And so when you can show that you're a good student to a good teacher, you form a bond that can stick with you for life. And so I have had a lot of different mentors, leaders along the way, and I have remained close to darn near most of them. The only reason that I didn't talk to one is someone would move and I never got their phone number and whatnot. But if I always had their phone number, I always stayed in touch with them, just because they gave me something. Once someone gives you knowledge, they say all the time, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power, people. Knowledge is power, because once you have knowledge, those are tools that you can take with you for life that nobody can take away from you. So, with that, like I said, I didn't have a dad, didn't have a mom, I didn't have a model for a family. And even as a kid, I had to spend some time in foster care because of some abuse in the home. So it was just I was just had a lot going on. So I always longed for a family. I got married one time, and it just didn't last. There were skills in life, being a husband, that I didn't figure out in that first marriage. I didn't know, and so we ended up getting divorced. I ended up getting married a second time, but that through that divorce, I learned a lot about myself, about handling conflict, about just all those kind of things. And so I knew that what I did want was a family. I wanted to be a dad. I wanted to be a husband, and so one day I ended up meeting this lady, and it was magic. It was like, answered prayers. And so we ended up getting married. We ended up having a child. But she was, we had that. So anyway, but the marriage itself, there's a lot of work involved with it. And so one thing she wanted to do was, she has a career. It's a professional career, but this year she had to work on a license. And so when she had to work on that license, that put me in the role where I had to spend a lot of time with my daughter, and like helping with school, helping around the house, helping, I had to give my wife that time to be able to let her study. And so what was happening, it was the balance. I was starting to get out of balance with the crypto stuff, doing the channel, promoting, doing all this stuff. And so I kind of got burned out. And, but I knew that I had to choose the family first. I knew that that's what I had to do. And, my daughter, so through this year has just been a very tough year, but an amazing year. I mean, all this hard work and all this sacrifice, it's all been worth it, including everything that we are doing in this community. And I will get to that. I just am laying the background first, just to explain that if I'm ever taking a hiatus, it's just because I've got a family that I have to take care of. So my daughter, so my wife, she ends up, getting this license and passing all of her tests. So that was amazing. So we got some free time there. My daughter, and she got her license. That was amazing. That was like all that hard work. It just all paid off. And then my daughter, we just went to a ceremony at her school, and they didn't tell us anything, nothing. And when we have her in a private school, just because we are in a situation where, because I didn't have any opportunities in my life. And so my whole life is a sacrifice. Because I grew up with nothing, I'm used to just living bare minimum. I don't need much. So all of, the extra money that we have, we just make sure to invest it in our children and, in ourselves as well, but mostly our children. But so here she is, and she's in this private school, and she got, for the second year in a row, she got Student of the Year. And I'm telling you, it's you don't, a Student of the Year, you don't get it just by, they look at the academics, and the kids with the best academics are usually kids where the parents are involved. And I knew that this year I had to really step in, and I had to intervene, because my wife could not be as involved as she was last year, because she had her own things that she had to study for. So when my daughter got Student of the Year, I just, I was just thinking of all the hard times that I was having. I was burning out. I was, but I just kept pushing myself, and then also at work and in my career, I am a leader there. And, I've declined a lot of management positions, management opportunities, because of this family, because I have seen so many people that spend, they think that this money solves everything, all these problems. And it just doesn't. It sometimes this money creates bigger problems than what it's worth. And so because they know that I'm highly capable, they still tap on me. I have declined upper management. I've declined management roles, and whatever, but they still rely on me because I've just got it dialed in. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I'm the guy that they go to, and I'm always happy to help. I love training people. I love working with people. That's one thing I love about this community is, I didn't even, this YouTube thing was never a plan. This was so spontaneous of a thing. And yet here we are, we're falling in place like our frontliners, like Crypto Cato. Cato, shout out to you. He's in the chat. Crypto Cato, Crypto Muscle, BSG, these people that are coming out and educating. What's the other one? Crypto Walk, I think he's coming out there with some informational videos. But people that are on the front lines doing this stuff, we are doing this stuff because we're passionate about it. We don't get paid to do this stuff. And so in my career, that's what I love. I love working with people and getting people and training people. And that's what I love about this. So anyway, so I say all that just to let everyone know that I'm sorry. I wish I would have communicated better. It's hard for me. This is my own pride, is where I don't like looking like I am burning out, or I will always show a game face until I can't, and so that's what that is. That's just I lost that balance a little bit, but I had to ride with the family, ride hard with them, and it's all paying off. So, but what happened though was I came in. Thank you guys. Thank you, Parabolic, for the comment. Cato, thank you. Fit Crypto, yes, 100 is fam. But I came back early because I saw everything going on. There was a lot of different things going on. There was some inner turmoil, and we're not going to focus on that because it's already over. It's already over. And what I want to do is I titled this show "Every Little Thing Matters," and what I mean by that is all of us that are in here, your Hundo Freemans, your Cryptos, your Parabolic P's, your Love Hundreds, your Easy Qs, your Qs, everybody out there that's doing their thing, right? You're playing your little part. And I'm so sorry, guys, if I'm missing names. But I see all of you guys on X. I see you all over CoinMarketCap. I see and this project is amazing. Like I said, I've always been able to seek out good leaders. And when I saw this project, I saw that it was headed by good leaders. I mean, we're talking solid leaders. They understand crypto. They understand community. They understand this thing that they developed. It is so different from all these run-of-the-mill meme coins. And you can look at those charts of these meme coins. Yeah, you're going to get some that look like they're making it right now, but we don't see what's going on behind the scenes, right? There's a lot of people with big pockets playing games. This is community driven. Every dollar that is put into our ecosystem is from us. Just little old us, our pocket, but every little thing matters. Every post, every engagement, every shill, every time someone's on live and we raid, all of this stuff matters. The things that matter is lifting each other up, right? When we see someone in our community getting attacked, right? We jump in. We have to jump in and defend our community because this community is where it's at. So we want to be there for that, but that is the point. That is that makes us stand out from all the other crypto projects. And I have an example. Before 100 was even a thought, I think it was like maybe 2021. No, maybe it was 2022, maybe it was 2021. I forget the year, but I'm gonna name some names. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna just for the context. But I was kind of doing some crypto on another chain, and it was the Telos blockchain. And what I loved about Telos is they had their EVM going on, and their thing about them is they were the Telos EVM was all about stopping front running, right? Where someone could pay more in gas to get ahead of everybody else so that they could dump on everybody else first. And Telos had figured that out. They said, yep, we have stopped front running. And I loved it. And then, so then I just, while I was in Telos chat, there was this guy talking about starting a decentralized exchange on the Telos EVM network. So they wanted to be the first DEX there. And so they had their token, and, we were into everything. We were staking, we were farming. I was getting 3,000% interest, and this is a time where I didn't really know crypto like I do now. So when I'm seeing these 3,000, I mean, I'm talking, making $300 in a day, every day. Couldn't believe it. And so, it was really cool because, like I said, I'm very blessed with my finances. So I, anytime that it's very abundant, like it was there, I love providing. I've loved looking out for people in need. And so there was a young lady who was from Argentina, and she was looking for donations, and she would take the coin that I was in, that I was making 3,000% interest on, and I would donate her. I would give her a big chunk of that, because I'm like, here you go, feed the kids. She would send me pictures of what the money, or what the food and the things she was buying those kids in Argentina. It was amazing. It was beautiful. And I'm just like, this is amazing. This is the type of community feel that I'm in for, right? Where everybody's just looking out for everybody. Where it went wrong, though, was that leader of the blockchain. The guy was a good guy, a phenomenal guy. I don't have one bad thing to say about him. But he didn't understand finance. He didn't understand that paying those APRs was going to gut your project. I didn't understand crypto finance at that time either. So I was just thinking this was going to be an endless supply. And so that's what, that's exactly what happened is there were some big sells. And then, with the APRs, everybody was just selling those massive APRs, and it just gutted the ecosystem. So when I came to 100, 100 was the, I'd been in crypto, and I'd seen there were a lot of really cool projects out there. But when I saw 100, I saw bias. I was reading the bias white page, and I just started laughing because the white page was talking about the finance sector, the finance, traditional finance, and how crypto can come into what crypto can do better, and how bias was going to do better. What bias was going to do? They had, we've talked about bias, and we're not going to focus on bias just because we're not there yet. But that was the one I saw before 100. So I was in bias, but then 100 came out, and it was the same team, and I said, well, these guys are doing a meme coin, and I was not a meme coin guy. I was not a meme coin guy at all. and because I was looking for like DeFi coins, I was really into that. But then what they were talking about, it made so much sense about the 100-hour code, because what they were trying to teach people is that long-term holding is the way. If we've seen it, all the stories of people who were in Bitcoin early, in Ethereum early. They were in early, and they saw it go up what seemed like a lot to them, and then they would sell it. They didn't know what they had. We have seen the same thing happen in this very project, where people have sold big bags that when this thing makes it, when we become a top, let's just lower. Everybody's been talking about we'll be a top 10. I've said that so many times myself, but let's just go down to like a top 200. You get yourself into a top 200 with the bag that you have right now, and as you continue to accumulate, everything changes. Why? Because you never sold. You always believed. You held on. There's this notion amongst traders. There's so many crypto traders that run the narrative on YouTube, and they're all talking the same thing. Oh, 10x, 2x, 3x, 4x, and then get out and then move to the next project. Whatever happened with sticking to one project and seeing it succeed, and then having a massive payday that we could all walk away from. It's a day where we're on multiple exchanges, big exchanges, not just little guys, but big exchanges, right? Like Hundo Freeman says in the chat, diamond hands. That is what it's going to take. It's going to take diamond hands. And not just that, but one thing I've seen over this last year, the people that we bring in matter. I say every little thing matters. The people that we bring into this ecosystem matter. When we come in, when we're talking to people in the chat, and I've seen it so many times on X, our community gets it. We are always preaching. Hold long term. And that's a fact. That is what's going to get us there. So if we can get other people in that are long-term holder minds, just like us, we're like-minded, we're evenly yoked, we are going to have a good thing. And that's the other thing. So we just see what's right in front of us, right? But what is working behind the scenes? We've seen the devs say so many times that they are trying to fix crypto in every way. They're talking about gaming. They're talking about their own, like we have Dex Screener right now. Well, they're talking about doing their own where they can really spot out a scam. They're talking about doing things where we can create our own token, right? And I was just joking in the chat the other day. It was just a joke, but what if, right? I said we should have a term, and the coin's there's probably already a coin out there called Brokey. I was just using it as a joke, but make a coin called Brokey and FUD it all the way, and then just watch reverse psychology kick in, right? Everybody's thinking, oh yeah, it's just a FUD coin, and then people end up buying it. That would be hilarious if that happened. But anyway, so that is the main thing that I wanted to talk about. How long is it? 30 minutes? That's good. Yeah, I thought it was, I never know how long these are going to be. But anyway, and so what else did I have? I wanted to talk about, well, maybe let me just cap this topic that I want to talk about with every little thing matters. The other little thing that matters is, and it's been brought to my attention, is the consistency, right? And that's why I led off with the story that I led, is that I do my best to be as consistent as I can, but I am just a person that is, I play important roles in a lot of people's lives throughout the day. And there are times where I just burn out, and but I'll still be in the chats. But if I got to take a week or 2 weeks off, I may have to, but I will always be involved. I am always going to believe in that. So even if you don't see me, there is no loss of faith. Here I am live doing this. Loss of faith or lack of confidence in the project. I am completely bullish. I'm completely long-term. I'm completely diamond-handed. Okay. And that's what it is. I love this project. I love the devs. I love the leadership that we have got here. I love this community. This community is unlike anything. Yes. Broke you to the moon. Hey guys, seriously, let's do this. If we get that ability to do that, yeah, we're all gonna be Brokey holders, all right? Anyway, so I wanted to give a shout out to the winner of last week's 1 million 100 token contest, to Bridget. So do we have any applause here? Hold on, we got some applause. Yeah. All right, and then Bridget, just because we know you're not in the chat, but if you ever do see this video, I got to give you the air horn. That's right. So you are the first winner of the 1 million 100 token contest. All right, but they're doing it again, and the rules: you can go to the 100 Twitter page. I always call it Twitter. So that's the boomer in me, guys. The X page. And the rules, there's 5 rules, okay? 1 is follow the 100X account. 2, you must like and retweet every post until winter next week. Did I write that right? Okay. You have to join the Telegram channel. Also, joining the Telegram channel is amazing for anybody who is not maybe watching the video and isn't a part of the Telegram. Telegram is where the magic is. This is where we get to put our hair down and get loose a little bit. But yeah, so join that Telegram. Rule 4, share a meme from memes.100coin.io on any social media. And they have the art team for the 100 coin has made some amazing GIFs. Are they GIFs or GIFs? I don't know. However you say that word. It's been around for like 15 years and I still can't say it. But anyway, share those, and they are amazing. I love some of the new ones that we're coming out with. I don't have it in my chat right now, but they have a really good one that I saw today. I think Crypto Muscle made a comment on it too, saying that they need to make that to where we can use that. It's a good one. I'll share it on my X account. And then rule 5, send all proof to contest@100coin.io. So that's just to get your name in the running for that. Okay. So that is that. What else? So, I still have, guys, 5 coins that I need to give away in my own. So we're going to wait until 100 coin, the admin or the devs team is done with their project. And then we're going to get some momentum. But I want to do some things with that, the coins. We got 5 to give away, and it's going to be awesome because they're going to be the AVAX chain giveaway. And also AVAX. I mean, how has everybody been loving their experience on AVAX? Everybody been loving that or what? Let's see. I was going to give it an air horn. Yeah, we'll give it an air horn. I've been loving it. I was looking for more of a chill. That's for AVAX. Totally loving you guys on AVAX. You guys, Trader Joe, that's been an amazing site, and I love mingling or connecting with them on X. So they're always making it happen. So yeah, let's see. I just got my Amazon delivery, guys. Just got a new fountain pen so I can write poetry by the pond. So yeah, Bridget, good job. Good job. So we got that. And then they're going to make an announcement real soon on the next winner. So can't wait. We'll give you a shout out next week. And if there's anything else, I'm just looking at the chat. If there's anything you guys want me to bring up, give it a couple minutes, and then I'll go through my notes. I take notes throughout the week. Oh, Hundo Freeman, dude, I want to give you that coin, bro. I want to give it. I do, and this is a tough. I get a lot of people that say they want that coin, right? And I'm so close to so many people, and I tell everybody the same thing. I've got to do this completely fair. I want you to win. I do want you to win. And I tell everybody the same thing. So that is what that is. But yeah, good. Yeah. So Hundo Freeman, he says he's loving AVAX. So yeah, you guys, we're in good hands here. This thing, what I was going to show you too was, let me see if I can share the screen real quick. I want to go in I was talking about earlier, every little thing matters. Maybe I can't right now. I can't. Okay, that's all good. But if you go in and you look at the go to Deck Screener, pull up 100, and you'll see that we have really consolidated our pricing. But you see those green candles, they're inching up, they're inching up, they're inching up. That is community money in there. Those big sales, those were just the attacks that were happening, and we're overcoming them. And that's the thing I was saying about, bringing people that are like-minded as us, evenly yoked with us. We bring them into the ecosystem, but after we got all those ones that weren't evenly yoked with us, they didn't have our way of thinking. So we've got all them out of the ecosystem, and then we bring in people that are like us, that think like us, and we go with that. So yes, so this is pretty soon we're going to be kicking off what I've been calling meme coin summer. I know that they've been calling it DeFi summer on X, but we're going to have a good summer, guys. This is going to be our second summer as a coin. So I love summer. Summer is just where everybody gets loose, and we're having a good time. We're loving the weather. And so, let's do this. Let's have a meme coin summer. Let's go out there and engage with the community, let everybody know, and not get caught up. If there's, any detractors or anybody that wants to say anything, just ignore it. And if you're following a channel or an account that doesn't have anything good to say about us, just unfollow them. It's easy. And then stick with us. And then we will keep, honing in our message, refining our message, and then keep, like my boy Cato says, what does he say? Communicate, educate, accumulate. Did I say that right? Did I get it right the first time? Bro, air horn. That's right. So yeah, so that is the message today. I want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to join me here. I know that this is Friday. It's a night where we can all be doing our own little things. I'm a dad, so I just chill out at home. But I got to work throughout the weekend. So, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate all the people that watch the video later. I know that some of you are working, you're doing other things, and then you end up leaving comments later. So I really appreciate all of that. I appreciate the feedback too that I get in my DMs, about ways to improve or other things I can do. I listen to all of that. I pay attention to all of it. And I do. I think about it, and I do. I always try to improve and give you guys the best that I can give, because if I was just, half tailing it, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be genuine. It wouldn't be authentic. And, I got to be like this coin, man. I got to be as real as it comes. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, Hundo Freeman, he says, I'm getting loose this summer. Yeah, baby. Here, hold on. This is what I picture Hundo Freeman saying.
I'm getting loose this summer.
I love this mixer, dude. I love it. All right, guys. All right. Happy meme coin summer. I will catch you next week, and I will also catch you on X, on Telegram, or wherever you catch me. Catch me outside. I don't care. All right? Enjoy it. We will catch you next time. Take care.